Morning folks, welcome back to the channel. I ain't WELDERFABBER. Me and Cal down here at Ollie's truck shop this morning.
Good brekkie that, weren't it?
Bob on. Where's Bassie's car? Get it out. Gotta go and drop this wash ramp off today. What do you reckon, Cal? In the day?
Hopefully.
Done dusted?
I hope so, do you?
I think so.
See what we can do here.
We're the boys for the job.
Where's it, half an hour from here?
I said so, half an hour, 40 minutes. Jingle down there, get on site, get that unloaded, flip it over, put it in place, bolt it down, bish bash bosh.
Easy as that, eh?
Jobs are good. You'll make it look easy, Cal. We'll just turn up and look good. You do the hard graft. Big Cal, little Frankie, Big Dean. What a dream team. That is the world's worst boy run. Let's get on.
Right, so Frank and the lads unstrapped and ready to crane. Show you where it's going to go. Give or take, here is the end of the ramp. So we're in a couple of 100 mil. I've drawn it out. Seems pretty level. The top of the tape is going to be here and the flat section. And we're going to be about here. Right, I think we start about here on our walkway. That's the grid that we did fabricate that these boys are concreted in. So that's the interceptor tank. But yeah, hopefully fingers crossed it'll go well, nice and easy today. Especially with now we've got the IAB. Now we have got a forklift on site which we can unload this wagon with. Majority of the stuff off there. And then the only issue that I think we might have is the bolt holes on the base plates might sit here, just on that angle. That runs for, I don't know, I think that's about 5 metres. So we've probably got 7 or 8 metres of possible issue.
Answers off top of my head. Packers under this side or welder plates on the other side if we have to come back another day, which I think we will do at this point.
So to resolve that, if we do cross that problem bridge, maybe packers on the one side, or we'll come back another day and weld some angle plates that we'll have to fabricate on site, or cut the base plates off and weld them to the inside, just on this section. But we might be all right, so just don't know yet.
No, let me do it again. So it's been hottest day 8 years so far. We've had a long day, haven't we? This has been, I think, my 3rd wash ramp that we've done yet. I think, is it WELDERFABBER's 5th? 7th, 5th. Yeah? No? 7th? 7th. Yeah, it's been hot. It's been a long one. We started at 5, didn't we? Yeah. It's now, what, 6 o'clock? So it's been a good long day. 16-hour day. It will be about time we get home anyway, won't it?
2.5, 3 hour drive home.
Yeah, 2.5, 3.5 drive home. But yeah, we was hoping to get it finished today. We haven't managed it yet. Right? There's been a lot of work on and it's been hot, very, very hot. But we're going to come back, get it polished off, aren't we, me and you?
We will. We'll sort it, won't we?
Yeah, hopefully when it's a bit cooler. Director, are you treating us to tea at... Director, are you treating us to tea at Stafford Services?
Good lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good one, isn't he? Let's go.
And that's full-time Frankie's bucket done. Basically let him loose on that, didn't we? And Dean did a bit on it. So we'll learn from that now. That went way over on the hours that it should have took. But I'm not bothered. I had a pricing on that, so that's on me. If I allow him to take more time than it should. You know, I said to Frank, what did you learn from that? He's actually just gone out on site. What did you learn from doing this bucket? And the main thing he said was, do more things as it's in a certain position, which is correct, because he kept turning it and turning it and turning it and turning it when you don't need to turn it that many times. Basically, you need to learn to weld in different positions. He's kept the edge nice and straight. Put some new tips on it. And Jack's about to come and collect it. That's Jack Mawson, who works for the company that we've done it for. So if he wants to go on camera shortly, we'll put him on camera. Not too sure if he does. The bridge for Millers is going together nicely. 305 165 46s. All be connected with plates running down the full length, both sides. With these plates here. All the top plates will be fully welded and it will be stitched on the underside. So make sure you get some stitches underneath on these beams, yeah, before you do the welding on top, yeah. So I'm letting Joe do this job. You'll probably be able to box this off on your own, won't you? Yeah. All the lads are out on site today fitting the wash ramp for Luke Malloy. And my phone is ringing. So Jack has just turned up to collect this 20-ton digging bucket. What machine's it off, pal?
It's off a case 25 tonner.
I said it were a case, didn't I? I said in the last chapter I bet it's off a case with a hanger sat in like that. So how did you find us?
Through YouTube, through the videos.
YouTube?
Yeah, through the me and my boss are both big watchers.
What's your boss's name?
Sean.
So what's the name of the company?
It's J Murphy Ags Limited.
J Murphy Ags Limited, yeah. And these men paid for the bucket as soon as it was dropped off, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I told you, he likes to get his bills paid, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Don't like any overheads.
That's how business should be done. I mean, and really this bucket, Jack, I allowed Frank to do it. Have you seen Frank on the channel?
I've seen Frank, yeah.
You've seen Frank on the channel, yeah. So Frank and Dean mainly did this, and like I said before, it took over time. But once you put a price in for a bucket like we did on this originally, didn't we?
Yeah.
Then it's in my hands then to get it done as fast as possible, and it's also my responsibility if I want to leave them to it, like it took 4 days to do this bucket, which is way over the top. But are you happy with it?
Of course we're happy with it, it's spot on.
Yeah?
Spot on.
Let's take a look. So Frank's happy with it, but I mean there's certain things that he didn't need to do, like that plate was cut straight, yeah? And I was out when he fitted that it doesn't need to round that off.
Yeah.
It'll round itself off when it's digging. Do you know what I mean? I said, why have you rounded that plate off, Frank? He went, well, I want it to match the rest of it. Well, no, it should be straight, like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should be a straight cut, but these things that you learn, do you know what I mean, as you're doing the job.
Yeah.
So where are you based at?
We're in Pudsey, in Leeds.
Leeds?
Bradford
you come
area.
from Leeds?
Yeah, all the way from Leeds.
What tackle have you got? Trucks and that?
We've got 4 8-wheelers. Most of them are MANs. We've got obviously Case and then a Doosan DL300 loading shovel.
Right, so you got a loader as well. What's bucket like on that?
It's not too bad on that one. We've got one sat at yard that might end up coming up to you at one point. That's looking a bit worse for wear, but...
Well, we can always come to site to you, whatever's best for you. We've got a loading shovel to probably go down to DNT contractors very shortly to put a skin in a loading shovel bucket down there for Gavin, so... We'll get this loaded up for you, pal.
Yeah, spot on. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you. Hopefully we'll do a bit more business in the future.
So.
All right, pal. Cheers. So whilst all the boys are out on site fitting the ramp at Telford Scania, Howard has just rung me and told me the crusher's going to be in for at least 2 to 3 weeks in the yard. So basically, whilst it's in the yard, we go right through it, we'll give it a full inspection. It does need a new belt. So with it needing a new belt, I'll go up now, cut the belt off, pull it off, measure it, order a new belt off my belt man, Bob the Belt, if you know who I'm talking about. We'll probably put a steel corded belt in it, a better quality belt than your average belt. I'll just check with Howard if he wants to spend that extra few quid, but you are better spending that extra few pound when it comes to putting a belt on a crusher, especially when you're in demolition. Now on that 400X, conveyors can come in 2 different lengths. I'm not so sure if this one has an extra long conveyor on it. Extra long, it's only an extra 500mm. I remember ordering a belt once on for a 400X and it came too short. So I'm going to pull the belt off. You can usually tell by looking at the side of the conveyor if it's got a little extra compartment in, but we'll have a look when we get up there. When we pull the belt out, basically cut the belt underneath the conveyor, tie it to a rope and pull it off, start the head drum, pull the belt out, get it out of the way. Yeah, and then with doing so, we can look with inside the conveyor, look, see if it needs any rollers, the impact bed at the bottom underneath the jaw box, they sometimes get damaged, the impact bars, they might need replacing. But we'll give it a full inspection once the belt's off, order all the parts, then get back up there, probably in a few days to get it all back together. Then put all new skirts on, then put the belt on. Put the belt on last after you've done all the bits that you need to do with inside the conveyor. I do know it's got damaged grease lines, so we'll see if we can see them as well and change them whilst the belt's off, going to the tail drum bearings. So let's head up to Howard Stotts and take a look. Main man himself, 50 tonner there. So we're just going to move this forward so I can get the crusher out. At the back there, we're going to put the crusher on the wash bay here. Once we pull the belt off, I want all the conveyor power washing on the inside. Now then I'll show you what I mean about the conveyor. Might be me that's wrong here with the extra long conveyor. I might have ordered a belt for an R400 and this is an R400X back in the day. But I'm sure with that little extra piece there, if they got that in it, that's an extended conveyor. So if that's 500mm, that means the belt is 1 metre longer. So you've got 500 on top, 500 on bottom. Makes that belt 1 metre longer. But I might be wrong, all 400Xs might have that in. I might be wrong, not sure. Because at Hurt Plant we used to have a few of these and a few R400s. This was the newer model to the R400. Now there's a new model out to this, a 450. So I'll just get this in a position where we can get to the belt really and pull it off. By putting it on the wash bay there, but we find we'll pull the belt this way. try and film it coming off. So now we've got the crusher over the wash bay. Just lower the belt down slightly. Basically I'm going to cut right across here with the Stanley knife. Put a hole in the belt, put a bit of rope in it and pull it off. I was just going to get another machine. If you cut it here, it stops the belt from sagging down that way. Sometimes if we were just to cut that belt there like that, that belt would shoot over the top. You'll see the process in a minute. Once you fire that head drum up and pull it off at the same time, nice and easy. Be interesting to see what the conveyor looks like on the inside, all the rollers. A few people out there that have never seen conveyors on crushers before, might be interesting for you. Slow the belt down a little bit more. Little Stanley knife, blue point. So you can see what I've done there, just cut a little slot in the belt, pull the belt across. I'm just going to hook up to it with this little digger, take that off, that attachment, and pull it off. I'll leave the camera rolling. As easy as that. Take a look inside the end girl. Just lowering the conveyor. Okay, for those that don't know, these are impact bars. And it's got a full bed of impact bars down at the bottom end. And yes, they are damaged. They'll all have to come out them. See how it's like raised up at the back, that back arch. So there's something caused that to be raised at the back end there. But once we get it cleaned off, make sure all these rollers are good. They don't look too bad, to be fair. Pull all these skirts off. One down at the bottom. That's the awkward one to do, down at the bottom when the belt is on, but it'll be nice and easy to do whilst the belt is off. And there'll be one going across the back as well. So we'll wait for it to get cleaned off and come back to it. So now the belt's off, I'm going to get hold of it again, pull it down the yard, put a tape measure on it, just to double check the length of that belt, and then send Bob the dimensions. But looking inside the conveyor, it's in really good nick. It only needs a couple of rollers. That impact bed is actually alright down at the bottom end. It's only a little bit of muck that was trapped and a bit of rebar. But we'll get this belt wrapped up. So we'll just wrap the belt up, put a strap round it, hooked it up, put it out of the way. Handy to keep hold of them. If you ever need any skirting rubber or you want to put it on the back of a truck for a little bit of extra traction, up some ramps or on some steel beds. Now then, Howard's just said to me, go to town on it, Baz. Anything it needs, do it. So we're going to go for a new head drum because the lagging's missing off the head drum. Them head drums are about 1,500 quid them. But when you're changing the head drum, you might as well change the 2 bearings. 1, 2. They're about 100 quid each. So we'll change the head drum and the bearings. We'll change the impact bars underneath the mag belt. That's your mag belt. You've got your 2 impact bars. We'll change them and we'll change that. Bit of nylon plastic there. We'll change the roller that centralises the belt. This roller here. So it's like got a little disc on the end and it'll have a little disc on this end. So it's got a flat spot. So the belt's flattened it out. Them impact bars actually are okay. I've just been down there. They are alright at that back end. It's just a little bit of muck that's built up there. So them impact bars are good. I just need a locking nut to go on the back of that spring assembly there. Back of that big nut. We need to change this rubber at the bottom of the chute. This rubber here. They're a bit of a pig to change, to be honest. But if you look inside, can you see all that muck there that's built up? That's because there's a hole in that rubber and it's hooking up behind the rubber. So we'll change that. That is actually behind the jaw. Can you see the jaw there? That's material that drops down through your pre-screen into that spot. So we're going to paint the track frame. Well, Howard will. We're going to put new stickers on the track frame. I've just cut a bit off that belt to make some new ones of these here. Again, the grease lines, I'm not going to bother running the new grease lines up the conveyor. I'm going to come from the bearing and come out with a bulkhead on the side and just put a little grease pipe there, so it makes it dead easy to change if this happens again on your tail drum bearings. Belting crusher, this. I think if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that this crusher is a good crusher. The mesh with inside the pre-screen, it's got a 40mm mesh in it at the moment. That's split, so we're going to change that. And then that mesh is hooked in up there and there. The mesh is actually snapped, so we'll take it out. Again, that's a bit of a pig to change. So I've just been on the phone to Ben at Blue, ordered all them parts, Blue Spares that is. We'll get all them up here, it'll get washed off and then we'll put all the bits back on. So we'll come back to this at a later date. Look at that little beauty. Should I say a big beauty? Back in the workshop, Joe's got all the tread plates welded on, the first section of the bridge. Now they've got to weld underneath it. So we'll do two stitch welds underneath, 100 it, 500mm miss staggered on both sides of each beam. Now that's how I like to see me saw, nice and clean. I came to use it before, it was full of material with no coolant in it. I wasn't impressed, I must admit. Look after your tackle, pay your dividends in the long run. All that there was lying around the saw. No need for it, lads, no need. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Fans are working a treat, although they've only just been switched on. And the staircase is about to go out for Dano DTM Fabs. loaded up on my Nugent trailer, and I'm about to pick me box trailer up in the next couple of days. Hook up to pick up, and away they go. We will show that installed. Tab, is this been fitted today? Tab, is this been fitted or just been delivered today?
Fit today.
It's been fitted today, yeah?
Fit today, and handrail, balustrade, 3 stories of balustrade to go on.
Was it?
Yeah. Be on it for probably a good week or so.
Wonder if they'll allow us on site with cameras to film it when it's done.
Sure they will.
Yeah?
Yeah, sure they will.
Sound. Are you having a good sort out yard, Joe? Look at it. Oh! Big Dave!
I don't have turkey to keep.
Big Dave!
Yeah, we don't have.
Sorry, Dave.
No offence, Dave.
I want a bit of a tidy up round here.
Yeah.
So them stainless steel things could go into the yard round corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I want to avoid is blocking the doorway.
Yeah.
You've moved a load of tackle this morning, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So I want to avoid anything being put in front of the doorway here. And in the morning, all the vans want to be parked over the outer way, so we have room within the yard area. Now I'm looking at getting these containers moved this week, so if we do,
I'll do it now if you want.
big bonus for us if we do, because we'll have a lot more room, you know.
I'll do it now if you want. Get some burning gear.
Yeah?
I'll burn them up.
You want to cut them up?
I'll cut them up. Chuck them in scrap bin.
So hopefully we'll get them moved in the next couple of days. I'm just waiting on Jack to come back to me, see if he can fit it in. The wash ramp took a lot longer with the transport yesterday, so that might have knocked him back a little bit for moving these containers. But Blue's in for inspection tomorrow at Miller's, so I'll go and out crack with them boys and see what's going on there.
Peace out.
So I'll just turn the bridge over with the boys, section of the bridge, 3.3 by 9 metres that. Weighs just over 4 tonne. The side loader picked that up on its own. Tell you, that Boss side loader is an absolute belter of a machine to have in a shop like this, with our configuration with the door on the end. So that's really the steel rack up there. So we've turned it over now because all these beams want stitch welding to the tread plate. On the underside, as you can see, they're marked out with a chalk there, 100 hit, 400 miss, staggered. They will be on each side, bang bang, on all 5 beams. Want this boxed off today, loaded and out the door tomorrow. We can jump on to the next one. This is actually the centre of the bridge, so this can go to the galvanisers and then straight to Miller's yard. It doesn't need to come back here, this. Well, none of them do. You can all go to the galvanisers and straight to Miller's. But rather than just sitting that outside, it might as well go to galvanisers and get out of our way. The boys are just on the lunch break, then they'll attack it with the guns. So now that the bridge is finished welding, you see what I mean by staggered. As it goes down the beam, we've staggered them, all the welds on every beam. Now we're putting so much heat into that top toe of that beam, it's slightly bored it that way. So to pull it back, you have to put some heat across each flange. Like Joe's doing now. And that will pull it back the opposite way. So effectively the bridge will now go like that, exaggerated with the hand. And then it will go onto the truck. So we're using the wedge group, Manchester Galv. These boys will take it from their depot straight to Miller's yard. Excellence in galvanising. That's who we use, part of the wedge group. So we're just pulling it out, these guys just landed, so it's alright to wait half an hour before we do this, which is good. So this gets this lump out of the way, and then we can pull the other 6 beams into the workshop. We'll get another 6 in, start doing the same process as that. But this next one will have a barrier on the side of it. Whereas that is the centre of the bridge, and the other 2 pieces, one goes there and one goes there, and then there's an extra piece with a little bit of a walkway on it. So if we put the heat where we've got our joining plates, we know then for the next one, because we'll have to do exactly the same. So we don't want to be getting it too hot, just so you can see red. That's enough, Joe. Just so you can see the steel starting to go red. That's enough. And what happens there is, your heat's shrinking. So at the moment, it will go worse that way, and then when it cools, it shrinks and pulls it back, and then it'll pull it back straight. Hopefully. I've done many years of heat treatment straightening material, and it is really easy. But if that was to go straight onto the wagon now and go to the galvers and came off bent the opposite way, then we'd have a problem. So it's a little bit of guesswork, but I'm hoping that that will be good when it comes back. You never know, when that goes in that galv bath, it could twist and bend all different kinds of ways because it's had that much heat put into it. And if we hadn't stitched them tread plates on like we have done, again, when it goes in the galv bath, if they say that was a metre gap there, if we hadn't put that weld in between them two, that would bow away from that steel beam. So basically, you'd have a big ripple effect all the way down the bridge on the sheets once it come out the galv bath, if you didn't put all that welding into it. So you do have to put a little bit of thinking into it when it comes to sending something to the galvanisers. It's not just a case of sending it. You've got to think about what will happen once it goes into that galv bath and how it comes out of the bath. I've had many problems over the years with stuff looked at galvanisers coming back twisted and bent because we didn't do certain things before it went. Again, experience. It's all about experience. And it is my little princess's birthday today. Princess Bella, Bella Blue. So a massive happy birthday to you, Bella, if you're watching. 11 years old today. 11 years ago, a miracle happened and my daughter was born and changed my life forever for the better. Made me realise in so many different ways how I need to change my life. Although I had R-Max, but I was still a little bit young then and still a little bit of a lunatic. But you live and learn every day, and today is a good day. I love you so much, Princess.
So that is the wash ramp installed here at Telford Scania for Luke, my light. Got the van on there, some pictures. Everything's fully bolted down. M23 bolts. There's about 100 bolts going into this. Really nice job. Probably say this is possibly the best one yet, in my opinion. Me and our Frank smashed this off today. It's his 6:30. We got on site at 7:30 this morning, and it's been blazing all day. We've had a busy old day today, but no, we're happy with that. Customer's happy. Just going to send some pictures to the boss before we leave, just double check that he's happy. But no, it's gone perfectly to plan. So we're going to get back to the workshop, unload, and probably get home for 10 o'clock probably, that time I get home. So we're going to get on the road.
Friday Frank's definitely out.
And we've also just had the final payment of the bucket. So now we're going to lacquer this and get it delivered to HES Enterprises over Manchester way. We've just got to well land his nameplate on. Wallace Services Limited. Get that welded on, cleaned up, no spatter on it anywhere, lacquered. We're going for lacquer. We'll show you that once it's painted. Might even show it you being painted. And the boys have just landed back from the wash ramp. How did you get on?
Not so bad. It were very hot though, very long days. Very long.
So really I've just paid you to get a tan.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Huh? And Tal's not even got a bit of a tan.
Tan that we didn't want.
Yeah, tan that we didn't want. I don't know, it paid us to put shift in though, we didn't do so bad.
How many hours?
30 hours it took. We both done 30 odd hours each. And then there were... So first day we had me, Dean and Direct, so that were a 15-hour day. And
Did the director do a bit, or were you just stand there watching the camera?
He did do a bit, you know, he did alright. Yeah. Fair play to him. Everyone mucked in though.
How did Dan do it, Millers and the boys?
Very good, yeah, very good.
Yeah.
They were very helpful, yeah. Yeah, we had a good time. Good working with them boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a good laugh, aren't we?
Yeah, very good laugh. Dan's a bit mental, like. He's puddled that man, innit?
Did he get you in a choke?
Yeah, he got me in a choke. struggle cuddle, we called it.
Yeah, he does a little bit of jiu-jitsu, does Dan. And then, if you're young, one thing you want to learn is jiu-jitsu. Right, I'm going to take Blue for inspection over at Miller's. Alright, so you finish that bucket off, all prepped, ready for painting.
Yep.
Yeah. I've got a painter coming in to lacquer it. Alright, these boys can carry on with bridge. You listening? Yeah. And we're going to move the containers tomorrow, which is going to be a massive bonus for us, isn't it? Yeah. Get more room within our yard.
Yeah, 2 crushers in that gap now.
Well, that is the thing, you see. I have had to turn work away because we can't have machines down here, or we didn't have room for machines down here, but now we're going to be able to have room for machines, excavators, dozers, whatever, to come down here, be delivered for us to work on and get the jobs boxed off, whatever they need. So I just landed at Miller's for the 12 weekly inspection on Bella Blue, which falls on Bella's birthday. So, you know what the boys are like at Miller's, don't you?
Legend would be nice. Ball sack. No, I'm not a ball sack. Don't swear on you.
So, Jack, what's he after?
He wants a Dutch bumper.
He wants a Dutch bumper for the back of his truck.
Yeah.
Right, so what's he got to do to get that Dutch bumper?
You just got to tell me how much you love me.
Right, that's all he's got to do.
Dan.
So, Jack's the boss. Dan, who's second in command? Have you climbed up the ladder yet? You're still down at number 7.
Number 7. Number 11. I'm sitting myself down.
So all he's got to do is show Jack a bit of love for 45 seconds. Take it or leave it.
I can't do it. I want to. I can't. I was talking myself into it this morning.
45 seconds, go on.
Talking myself into it this morning, then he starts annoying me and I can't do it. I get to 8 seconds. Oh, I just want to smack you in private parts, but I can't because on YouTube. Oh.
Think about that bumper, Dan.
It's a lovely bumper. Come on. It would look lovely. I can't do it. Go. Not for the masses. I can't. It's impossible.
Dan, put your boss in a choke. Yeah. Go on.
That's what I said to him. I can't do it. If I do it, he says I can't have one. I promised him I wouldn't do that anymore.
So Dan does a little bit of jiu-jitsu, don't you, son?
No, I just get beat up 3-4 times a week.
And when I landed before he put Jack in a choke, so come on, do it on camera. Dan.
Hey, Jack,
Come on.
put your sleep. Come here.
Jack, let him put you to sleep for 2 seconds. Go on. Just watch the pit. Just put him to sleep for 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds.
Ready? You ready for it? Yeah. You ready for it? Yep.
I think he's earned a bumper, Jack.
No.
I think he's earned a bumper.
No. Listen to the man. The man knows. I want a video of love. I can't. I've tried it.
So I just left Miller's and pulled up at Telford Scania. And we're in for a tachograph calibration. As the van is 2 years old. And she needs 2 tyres. So I've just ordered 2 tyres and we'll go and get 2 tyres fitted. Proper thing.
Right, so I've just nipped up to Archie's Moorfield to weld some skins on the end of this dozer. Just some little triangles on corners. Shouldn't be too bad of a job, to be fair. I'll just pick these press bits up from Summit Engineering. So we'll get that cleaned up. I think they're 800, yeah, 800 high, 800 wide. Come out 10mm past, 15mm past. Up, cut that off after. Clean that up. Get a weld across the bottom edge. And then I'll probably get a machine in from outside just to give it a little push as we go around, unless they're bang on, which you never know, they might be. So set time lapse up, crack on, nice little couple of hours here, weld it with the dual shield. It's a lot faster, so happy days, crack on.
I've just landed at Moorefield plant. Got quite a few jobs up here to do. Callum is actually in the workshop welding away. I thought, who's this little man on forklift here now? I think our viewers know who this little man is. If you're new to the channel, this is Reuben. Now this is how all kids should be brought up. No matter what anybody says, this is how all kids should be brought up. In the school holidays, working away with family or whoever, learning the trade. Not sat at home on a computer or playing on a park. Let's have a little chat with Reuben. Reuben, how you doing, son?
Good.
What are you up to?
Just sorting these buckets out with forklift.
Sorting out buckets out?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you seen our Callum yet?
Yeah, he's just been welding in the workshop.
What's he working on, a D6?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you had a go at gun yet or not?
No.
You fancy it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to have a do now?
Yeah.
Right. Take this forklift out at where then and let's go into the workshop, eh? Good lad. That's it. Boom in. Let's go and see our Cal. Nice one. Switch that radio off, pal, yeah? Cheers, bud. And Cal's on the D6N, repairing the blade. Now this is one way of making a blade last longer. Got some 400 vinyl material there on the corners. Proper welder. How do, son? Good?
Right, yeah,
Right, whilst we're on this now, got a little fella here. We're going to get him on gun. Yeah?
give him a test.
Yeah. You got some overalls, Rebo? You got some overalls?
No, I've got work pants at bottom.
Get some work pants and a jumper on or something. And we'll get you a screen and let's see what you can do on gun, eh? I want you to watch Callum and then I want you to try and do what he's doing. Alright? Yeah? Good lad. Right, go and get yourself some gear on. Cal, you still need to buy a compressor for your van.
Make life a lot easier, won't it?
Ben at REM Compressors, I'm about to give you a phone call. Yeah? Which one do you want?
Nice and quiet. Quiet and light.
Quiet and light. How's that welder running?
Smooth.
Smooth. You like that foot score now, don't you? Yeah?
Pretty much all I use now.
Faster?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think it's all faster. Especially for positional.
Let's get Reuben on gum. Anyone looking for a dozer for hire? Contact Moorefield Plant. I'll put a link in the description. It's hot today, innit? How many degrees are we on?
25, easy, innit?
At least. Better up to 28 degrees today.
34 we had yesterday.
Guess what I've just ordered?
What? What's that? A present for me?
No. I've just ordered a new Shindauer generator for the box trailer. Yeah. So I'll go down to Shindauer and collect like I did with the 400, but I've just bought a generator this time, generator with more KVAs, more sockets, so basically so we can run little inverters. I might even try a different inverter on it, but it'll run that master TIG as well.
Really?
Yeah, it'll run the Kempy master TIG. They've actually done tests on this generator with the master TIG, whereas when we went down to Buckinghamshire, weren't it, we couldn't run the master TIG, so this generator will, although they are supposed to run them, you know. That's supposed to run it.
Is it?
Yeah, so I'm going to get that looked into, and maybe they might want to test on it, but that is supposed to run the Kempy master TIG, the Shindawa 300 amp. They're only 7 kVA these, though, aren't they? 9.9 amp, 7 kVA, yeah. So that little Kempy might need a little bit more oomph than 7 kVAs. You won't be able to run it at 300 amp anyway, at 7. So just watch what he's doing, Rube, and how he's moving the gun about, yeah?
Yeah.
You see he's moving it side to side?
Yeah.
You think you'll be able to do that, Reuben?
Yeah. Can I turn it off yet?
No, don't lift your ass up yet. Tell you in a second. Right, take a step back. Take a step back, turn around. Now lift your mask up. That's it.
Wow, I'm sweating then.
Sweating?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to do that? Yeah? Right, what have a do? Let's get you some gloves on, eh? Right. So, how was Callum moving the gun?
He was just going like side to side on it, and side, like
That's
going
it.
up.
Going up, yeah. Side to side, going up. Right, Cal, you jump on gun with him. Yeah. And at some point, I want Callum to let go of the gun, and I want you to try doing it on your own. Yeah? You alright with that? Yeah. Right, you get it going with him, Cal, and then tell him when you're going to let go. Yeah? So I want you to get into a bit of a rhythm on how to do it, and then Callum will just let go of you. Right, Cal, you're in charge now, yeah? Do you think you can do that on your own, Reuben? Right, Cal, you slowly let go. This is how I learnt when I was a kid. Slowly let go, Cal. Keep it close, Reuben. Keep it close. Keep it close. Right. Have another do with that. Further up. Are you going to a Christmas tree effect, Cal? You're just going side to side. Good lad. You keep going like that, Reuben. Just stop for a minute. Yeah. You're coming to work for me, son. Never mind your Uncle Arch. Yeah? Good lad. Did you enjoy that? Yeah? Now that for your first attempt at vertical welding is bang on. What do you think?
Good. Bang on.
Beautiful. Is it high five? What do you say then?
Please can I drive your car? Your Defender?
You want to drive the new Defender? Can you drive?
Yeah. Drove my mum's car.
Have you?
I drove a manual van yesterday. Drove my uncle's Defender. My other uncle's Defender. Drove my uncle's grey van, one like that, but without a clutch. Drove my mum's car. Drove my mum's Audi. Drove a pickup truck.
Let's go drive the Defender. Come on.
Alright, yeah.
You know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you going to take me for a drive around yard?
Yeah.
Let's go. Put your seatbelt on. Right, a little bit of a throttle. I don't need to tell you, do I? Take me for a drive. Right, wait for this truck to stop now. That's it. So the wagon's coming up now. For hire. Anybody looking for a
That's a new
hire?
wagon.
I know, it's Belter, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been on that. Oh, wait.
Oh, you're right. Drive, yeah. That's it. Is that Crowley machine?
Yeah.
Down here.
Can I go under it?
Stop. That's it, Crowley. Lift your arm up. You probably would have done.
But we didn't want to risk it.
Go on, you take me. I don't know where you're going. You take me for a ride. Whilst we're going for a ride, don't forget to get your Hawley. They sent me a new shaker out here, look. Proper thing. Stays cold all day long. I'll have to get you some Hawley. Have you ever tried it or not?
No.
Right, I'll get you some because it's mega. Yeah?
Yeah. Does anybody know where some crusher operators are? Because we need some now. Mega quickly.
Really got there. So, Moorefield plant are looking for some good crusher operators to run these crushers. Mega rates of pay. Do you know how to run this crusher, Reuben?
Yeah, of course, Baz.
Yes, of course, Baz. So, yeah, good rates of pay. Anybody who wants to run one of these machines for these men, get in touch with Archie at Moorefield plant. I better get back to the workshop, see how they're getting on with bridge. So back in the workshop now, the lads are well on with the second part of the bridge, which I'll show you shortly. One thing I'd like to say about being up at Archie's then, Reuben is never left alone, yeah? So you might have seen him driving the forklift on his own then, but there's always somebody behind me watching him. So basically he's got eyes on him all the time. It is private land, luckily they're able to do that. A lot of people can't do that, but that's a brilliant way of how to raise children. That's how I was brought up, doing things exactly like that. Mainly on open cast coal mines though, where you can't do that on sites, where it's on private land like that it's okay for them men to do so. But when I used to go to Scotland with my old man, and I used to drive, we used to operate dump trucks, O&K RH90s. I started in an O&K RH6 back actor. That's when I started learning to drive machines, when I was about 8 to 10 years old. I remember one time, I'll tell you a little story when I was in a machine, yeah, when I was on site with my dad. I'm the director, who was in Glossop, and we were in the early years, I'd say 12, 13, around that age. And we're on site with him when he was welding, and obviously we knew how to drive machines, but this particular machine didn't have a slew brake on it, right? And so my dad's at the bucket doing a repair at the end of the dipper, and he's like lifted up and turned the bucket, yeah? So he shouted me to the cab. So I lifted the arm up to curl the bucket, and as I lifted the arm up, the slew brake came off, yeah? And the machine starts moving to the side, to the left-hand side. So I panicked because it started moving on its own. And the machines that I was used to driving, they were like, they had the slew brake on all the time. So this bucket started moving around towards, we had a transit tipper, a really old transit tipper, like one of them bubble shaped cab ones, yeah? And my dad's like that on bucket. My dad was a big fella, yeah? And trying to stop it, and I'm like, what? And then all of a sudden, boom, into the side at pickup, yeah? And I'll never forget that day, you know. And my dad come up to the cab there, and so the machine was in the pickup, and he said, don't worry about it, Barry, that wasn't your fault, that was my fault, because I haven't shown you how to do it, yeah. So as long as you've got a good teacher in the background learning you, that is the best way to learn. Think about what Reuben's going to do when he goes back to school now and talks to his pals. What did you learn this summer school holidays? Well, I learned how to change tracks, I learned how her recoil works, I learned how to weld, I learned how to change oil. Learned so many learning skills that need to be learnt or taught within the school holiday period to the younger generation is massive in my eyes, and I'm trying to help that by what I do to show the younger generation it is a good trade to be in this, and a good, well paid to be in. We've set Reuben an Instagram page up, yeah, so I'll put it on screen now. So I'm going to give him a follow because he's only 10 years old, and really we're going to help him grow through his life now, push him on social so he gets a good following behind him and learns the trade, and hopefully he will be able to bring people in of his age to do the job that he wants to do. Mechanic welder. So the containers are about to be moved in our yard. So millers are about to turn up any time to move them 3 40-foot containers. So that will be interesting to see how the yard looks when they go. I'll set a little camera up of them containers being moved. But Callum has gone down to Horseshoe Pass for Jones Brothers. We did a rock box to go inside an S190 hopper, and it's not fitting correctly once they put the hopper back in the machine. So we made a mistake there. Yeah, we didn't allow enough room in the rock box, on the side of the rock box, for it to go over the actual frame of the machine itself. So if we'd have took the hopper out, we'd have known how wide that was, but we didn't. But really, I should have thought about that before we built that rock box. So that's on me. So that obviously that's a free of charge job that Callum's gone down to do there for Jones Brothers. So I'll send you some footage over of that in a minute as well. Scratch that, you'll see Callum next week, as the director has just turned up and told me that we've hit bingo. So cheers, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our website at welderfabber.com. New merch is starting to roll through monthly now. All profits go to charity, a really good cause, to St Catherine's Hospice, a local hospice to us. In fact, I'm about to have a meeting with John in the next couple of days to hand him some money over. Yeah, much appreciated to everybody that watches. Please like, subscribe. Cheers, we'll catch you on the next one.